are.
And we are uncut and on the record with your favorite bands. This week we have a very special guest. We're super excited to have him here with us.
Super special.
We're going to let you introduce yourself. We have a series of questions you have to answer. So, first one is, what's your name? What's your favorite ice cream? What's the best meme of 2018?
Ooh.
What's your hair routine?
Oh my gosh, these are a lot of questions. Okay, my name's Devin Hayes. My favorite ice cream has to be the cookie dough, the chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. That shit's fire.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, am I allowed to cuss?
You can say whatever you want
sounds
on
good.
this
All right,
podcast.
well, that shit is fire.
This is an explicit podcast.
This is explicit?
Yes.
Oh god.
Just go.
I'm scared for it now. Favorite meme of 2018? That's a hard one because there's a new one every day, basically.
There really is.
I could tell you my favorite meme of 2017. Like,
Sure.
I like the Michael Jordan crying face that they put on people.
Oh,
That was like one of my favorites. When people like lose really badly, they put on the Michael Jordan crying face.
that was a good one.
Yeah. I couldn't think of one on the spot right now because I'm on Twitter and I see a new one every day.
Every day. Just
Yeah.
constantly.
I like watching the cringy TikTok confirmation.
Holy crap! Yeah.
Yeah, on YouTube. They're hilarious.
I'm
The what?
constantly watching that, and Jay Cyrus is always spitting out new ones.
It's the Musically.
Have you
Oh
heard-
my gosh,
TikTok.
music. Oh my gosh, that's right. Oh my gosh, please
Yeah.
stop. No, I
So
I can't.
I think that's a meme in itself. So,
It is.
Yeah, I like watching
Especially
those.
the dark side of TikTok. We'll get into that.
Oh, let's please not.
My hair routine is I just get in the shower, use shampoo, get out, use a blow dryer. I literally blow dry it in the direction I want it to go that day. Sometimes it goes down to the left, sometimes it goes up to the right. There's like different variations I like doing. That's not before putting in the spray that
Okay,
protects
so
the
there
heat.
is the spray.
There's
Okay.
the heat spray, and then I use clay. I use I forgot the product, but I use hair clay to bring it over.
Yeah,
like this
it
and
just
stuff.
like stays up.
Yeah, and it flows throughout the day and stuff.
It's
so.
just like-
yeah, it's actually really long. It goes down like really far, so it's like
We've seen
so-
pictures of it down, and I'm just like, how does
Yeah.
he get all that hair to stay?
Yeah, so I like to use my hair to like give me different styles and stuff.
Are you
but-
checking your hair right now? on
Yeah,
your
I am
phone?
checking my hair right now. I was like, oh god, I just messed it up playing with it, so I gotta.
We've got a
okay.
mirror in the bathroom if you need to check
Yeah.
it.
I'll be
later.
right back.
I was like, oh, you really going? So how was your day today? How are you doing?
I'm good. I had a long music session today. I'm starting to produce other people's music. It's like my side
Oh,
hustle out here in
wow.
Los Angeles. You know, finances out here get
Oh,
really,
yeah.
really tough. So like, I had to figure out something I was happy with doing and that I could make money off of and help other people. And it's like producing music. I love
Yeah.
music, so found that about a month ago. I started, and it's been going really, really well.
That's
So
fantastic.
I was in a session today from 11 a.m. till just now. So
Oh wow, that's
kind of
really
brain
long.
dead from staring at a screen and editing vocals, but.
Oh, I bet. I sat in on a friend of mine producing a track, and I was just like,
It's
he'll mess with it, just
Yeah.
slight. It's not quite right, and then do
Right.
it again and again and again.
And then
I
you have to
just-
listen to it over and over
I
again.
just sat there with
Yeah.
my jaw on the floor, like,
No, it's
people do this.
It's a crazy process. There's a lot of detailing that goes into it, and perfection, and it's just it takes a lot out of the brain because like you have to be creative the whole time,
Mhm.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
throughout the whole track.
Mm-hmm.
Like I produce my own tracks. That's why I figured I was like, why don't I produce other people's tracks? So
And get your name out there too.
yeah, exactly. So I started a business out of it.
That's
So
awesome. Good
that's
for
what I've been
you.
doing today and this whole week. So
Good.
yeah,
Well, that's one little snippet of who Devin Hayes is.
that's one little snippet.
Let's jump in. I mean,
Let's just jump into it. Okay.
we like to ask, who the hell are you? What is the Devin Hayes story?
Who's Devin Hayes?
Who's Devin
Yeah.
Hayes?
What?
Who are you? You want to go?
I mean, I have a very long story.
I can break it down
Hold
for
on,
you a
we-
little bit. We can.
You've done the
give you
research.
some-
You can tell me about
Well,
my life.
you know what?
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, I can just I can guide you a little bit. I mean, like,
Yeah.
what were you like as a kid, and like, what were your hobbies?
Yeah,
Like,
as a kid, I was very, very weird. I was a very weird kid.
who
I got
wasn't?
Yeah, we like the weird kids.
okay, good. Because like at my school, it was really, really different.
Mm.
I was at a really small school growing up, high school, junior high, whatever it was.
Where'd you grow up?
Athens, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
I say Springfield, Illinois, because that's where my house was, but my school was in Athens. It was a really small town. Total people in our high school was 290 people.
Oh, wow.
It was about 60 in my class, so everybody knew everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But growing up, I did a lot of YouTube videos. I did a lot of school plays. I just loved being creative and entertaining and different in some way. I had the Bieber hair.
You still kind of do have like the old school Bieber
Nah,
hair a little bit.
nah.
Just
Yesterday
yeah.
I did put it down, but
Oh,
it was
okay.
like Bieber hair.
I think
Oh,
you're-
like the
It was
like
down.
2000,
It was
2009, 2010 Bieber hair, but
Yes.
this is like 2012 Bieber hair.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's more like the.
That's a good. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
timeline is important.
Thank you.
But yeah, he's always been a role model, and I've always been scrutinized for it throughout school for some reason.
He's a fantastic artist. Just
Fantastic
a
artist.
terrible person.
So let's not get into
Okay.
this.
He's beginning to be a really good person.
Yeah, he's getting
He's
better.
finding his peace. Yeah.
He's
That's
learned
a good way of putting it.
character
Yeah.
development.
Wow.
We all have horrible things to us, which fortunately don't get publicized as much as these
No.
celebrities do.
That's
So,
Nope.
Yeah.
yeah, can't really judge too
You
much.
can't.
But when
You
I saw
really
him
can't.
piss in a bucket, that was kind of. I don't think I'd ever do that.
That was a moment.
But yeah, growing up, weird kid, did a bunch of YouTube videos, had a bunch of other weird friends, until they started growing out of it. I think I was like immature for a long time. I would always be the class clown. I'd always say weird things. I still do, but I love it. I love being different. I love being outgoing
That's
and
good.
unique in my own way. And yeah, that's my childhood.
How
right
did
there.
you then get involved in music? Was it always a passion of yours?
Yes, actually, my dad was in a band growing up. That's how he met my mom. Was
Oh.
at a gig of his.
Wow, how I would love to meet.
That's so
Right?
cute.
Person
That
She
I
was,
is
she was
really
dancing
cute.
on a table. And
Oh, even better.
my dad saw her out
That's
there
so
while he
you,
was
Emma.
playing keys. He could hardly play his keys. He could hardly sing because he was so distracted by my mother.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. I guess it was just in my blood. My dad would show me him playing the guitar and singing downstairs in our home studio and
Mhm.
stuff. And I wanted to be like my dad so much, and he didn't even like. I don't even think he knows that right now as much as he does. But I've always wanted to be him, like a rock star, you
Mhm.
know. So I picked up the guitar at age 9, started doing lessons. Did lessons about 6-7 years until I started just teaching myself more and more. Through that process, I just began to love music. My dad gave me his iPod. I listened to Craig David. I listened to Fall Out Boy, Shinedown, a lot of different bands, and then there's like Craig David. Which
Yeah,
is weird.
no, I love it though.
Yeah, that was actually like the rated R version of his iPod. He told me not to go listen to
Oh.
Craig David, but because it's always like about sex or something. So I just like pick my moves off of Craig David when I want to talk to a girl.
Oh, nice.
But-
now we
but-
know where he gets it
Yeah,
from.
so I just started loving music, rock music in general, and then Justin Bieber came out with One Time, and I was like, I was like, damn, this is a smash. I instantly loved that kid. I was like, this is so dope. I think I was 13 at the time. So I joined my 4th grade school play. I got a pretty big role in that. And then the second I stood out on stage in front of, we had about 900 people there a night watching these plays. These plays were huge. It just gave me this crazy adrenaline rush. And I was just like, wow, this is amazing. I'm going to do this for like the rest of my life. So I did school plays up until freshman year. I was Troy Bolton in High School Musical.
You
Oh.
weren't.
It was my biggest dream ever, and I got the role of Troy Bolton, and I was super happy. That was my last time
Oh my
being,
god.
because my ego went up from there. I was like, oh, I can be Troy Bolton. Well, I'm gonna go solo.
Oh my god.
But yeah. So that's how I really got into my music is because of like the family influence.
Uh-huh.
And my mom was a model too, so like that kind of
I mean,
helped
that
out
also
with charisma.
runs in your blood now, apparently, too.
Hey, thanks,
We'll
mom
talk
and
about
dad.
that.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's kind of how I grew into it.
Wow. So do you play anything other than guitar? Or is it guitar your main?
Guitar is definitely my main, but I grew up playing the drums as well. I was in percussion, but I was the only good drum set player at our school. Like I said, it was a small school. I don't want to. What was that? I don't want to say I was the only good one. I'll take that back. But I was really good at the drum set, and I played drum set from 4th grade to senior year until I graduated.
Oh,
So
wow.
I always had a thing for percussion, snare drum, marching band, whatever it was. So
Hell yeah, we love marching band. I was also
Yeah?
Go Hard was in marching band,
Yeah.
and then
I also played snare.
she played snare,
Yeah.
and then we talked about this on the podcast before. Is my biggest regret was not joining band in high school because I thought you had to know how to play an instrument in
Yeah.
order to join.
not
I would
really.
have loved to have learned how to play the quads, like the
Yeah.
4.
Oh,
I thought that would have been so
shout out
tight.
to my boy Tyler. He played the quads so good.
Yeah, I swear. I'm like considering like taking a class just because like I used to when I was in like middle school they would have us like learn how to play percussion. So we did like what's it called? The marimba.
Yeah.
We did the marimba. I had like a drum pad.
I hated the bells.
Yeah, no, not a fan of it.
Yes, the good old glockenspiel.
The glockenspiel. He almost spit out his water.
What did you just say though? What? The good old what?
The glockenspiel.
Oh my god!
Do you know
I think that's the funniest thing I heard today.
You don't know what a glockenspiel is?
Those are what bells are actually called.
It sounds like a gun.
Oh no! Wait, it's called. Oh,
I got a glockenspiel on a Rari.
How do you...
Whips out a drum.
I got a glocken. Wait, seriously, how do you spell glockenspiel?
That's a great question, and I would not be able to tell you that.
Can you do talk to text?
Oh wait, here we go. So a glockenspiel, it's literally
it's bells.
It's like the xylophone thing.
I don't know
but a
they called it
glockenspiel.
that. That's crazy.
It's like the miniature version, I think.
I'm here to provide you with all the information, Devin.
Thank you.
We're learning new things today, guys. Glockenspiel, for anyone who would like to know how to spell it, is.
Alright, anyways. I also play the piano. And I don't call it the Glocken piano or whatever you guys call that shit.
It's a glockenspiel. I didn't name it.
But yeah, I like learning piano pieces and stuff. I learned the one from Twilight. It's called
of course
River Flows in You.
Oh my god, that's by I fall asleep to that song. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Did you just say you fall asleep to that song?
Yeah, it's so relaxing. It's beautiful. It's not like boring. Like it's.
You need to text that to me. So
I only learned that because I played that for my ex-girlfriend, and it was like the first time I told her I loved her. So I played her the piece first. I learned it for her. And
that's adorable.
I was like, I love you.
I love you because the song.
No, I still missed the shit out of it. It was 2 years ago, but
you know, it's life.
It's life. You know, everything happens for a reason. Whatever.
Exactly. There you go. I mean, so let's kind of talk about how you became you in the spotlight a little bit. You've had quite the online presence for a while. We found videos as far back as like 4 years or so ago.
Oh no.
Where you've got braces and you're letting a friend of yours do your makeup.
Okay,
you were like, what,
chill out. Yeah, Griffin, I literally just saw the other day for like the first time since that day. It was so funny. And we talked about that, and I don't want anyone to go look at that YouTube video.
Yeah, well,
I drew 2 penises on her face.
Wait, no. Okay, the thing is, we can find the video of her doing your makeup, but the one of you doing hers is no longer up.
Oh, that's the one that I did that. Yeah, I took out...
It links to, like, I think one of your music videos or something.
Yep,
now,
I took off all my challenge videos and stuff because I wanted to become more serious as an artist.
Yes,
and
definitely.
I don't want that out there anymore.
I mean, you've been online for a while.
I have.
So
it's been 5 years.
So it was. You were like, what, 14, 15?
Yeah, 15 years old.
15?
Oh my gosh. Holy crap, my mind is
weird?
blown.
No, like...
I'm 19 years old. Oh wow, time passes so fast. It feels like yesterday. I remember every second of it.
You're younger than us, dude.
What, really?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
24 years old.
You know, he's probably more successful than I am, so that's great. I'm 20.
Oh my god.
We just like gave more personal information about ourselves online.
There you go.
I do not care. I am proud of
my
how old I am.
address is 110.
Oh, you're gonna keep going. So you started growing an online presence by streaming at home.
Yeah.
What made you decide to start doing that?
So I was like when Vine came out, I was doing a bunch of Vines.
Yes.
I had fun with that because I was a YouTuber. I was a yeah, me too. I was a YouTuber type of kid growing up, like I told you. So when Vine came out, I was like, oh, that's sick. I can just make a video on my phone and post it on there. So I was doing a bunch of stuff like that. Started following Nash Greer, Cameron Dallas, Carter Reynolds, you know, the MagCon boys. Remember the old thing? Yeah.
We all know MagCon.
Exactly. So like I started seeing them take off because of it, and like I didn't think they were doing anything so special. So I was like, why can't I do the same? And I saw Carter Reynolds, which actually lives right above me. Carter Reynolds, he went live on YouNow one time. I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, what's this YouNow thing? And I got on there, and I saw like 1,000 people watching him and commenting on him and stuff. And I was like, wow, this looks fun. You could show and talk to your supporters and whatnot. So I hopped on YouNow that night. Had about 6 viewers. And I got them all to love me, and they started.
There you go.
They returned to my next broadcast the next day, and then it got bigger and bigger. And like soon enough, I was broadcasting like 300 people a day. That's all I did after school was go home, get on my laptop, broadcast until I had to go to sleep. It took a lot of time out of me, but I loved every second of it. It was just like so fun to like grow my socials, because like that would reach out to Twitter, Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, you redirect them to there, and it started becoming like a really cool thing. And what really hit me that could start me a career was that I started picking up the guitar and singing to people on my live, which I wasn't good at all. But people just thought it was cute and whatnot, and I had this company hit me up to fly me out here so like I got invited out to LA to do a show with Nash Greer, Hayes Greer, Carter Rhymes, or whatever it was. It was called Brave Fest.
Okay.
It was actually in San Diego, but I had an LA show the next day. So I booked a couple shows with other social media people, which I didn't even think was a thing at the time.
So interesting.
And yeah, so I went out there, did those shows. It just, adrenaline again. I was up on stage, just sang for them. I was horrible. I forgot lyrics. Wasn't prepared, but like I had a really good job, or really, really fun job with fun time. Sorry, I can't talk right now. Fun time with like hosting. I was hosting like people before they came up, and I would talk to the crowd, hype them up, get lit to a song, whatever it was. And then from there, it really just took off. People saw my socials and kept inviting me to other events where I could sing. I got better, I got more comfortable on stage in front of people. And just collaborating and doing all these other things. Like social media opened up a lot of doors for me.
Yeah.
A lot of connections. Like I even sang for Simon Cowell because of YouTube videos I posted.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. That was for Pretty Much. You guys know Pretty Much?
Love Pretty Much.
Yeah.
I just saw them. Did you see them?
I did not see them.
Oh, they were great.
Yeah,
I
bet
don't even
they're
know,
so
like,
talented.
I
So
haven't
I
even
auditioned
heard.
with those boys. Yeah.
Really?
Out in New York City. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but yeah, I did.
What? Well,
Yeah.
we're on the record.
Uncut and on the record.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's all good. You can put that in there. But go for it. It was a long time ago.
I'm very curious about that. Was there like a nationwide audition?
It wasn't like an audition, really. It was like an invite to audition. So like one of the Sony executives reached out to a bunch of social media kids that had like an image, that had a voice going for them, and flew us out to New York City, stayed there. We didn't know Simon Cowell was going to be there. We just thought we were going to be singing to the team or whatever. Next thing you know...
Legit.
Yeah, next thing you know, he walks through the door and says like, "Hello, everybody." And we're like, "Oh my!" So
Simon Cowell.
I sang Riptide for him. He cut me off. He was like, "Thank you." And that was it. Yeah, he was smoking a cigar while I was singing, which was pretty funny in a room.
Right on.
Yeah, but he brought his wife and kids too. And
I didn't
let me
know
tell
he
you,
had
they're
a wife and
beautiful,
kids. Yeah,
beautiful people.
That is something I did not know either.
Yeah, I mean, so like even that, it's just a lot of things from social media gave me a shot and gave me
opened a lot of doors.
That's how I got on the TV show, was the social media thing.
We're gonna talk
Hell
about that
yes,
too.
I freaking love that stuff.
I guess kind of going with social media, I mean, in terms of career wise, it's definitely helped you. I also think in terms of just kind of getting yourself out there, I really like, you had this video where you raised like over $500 via GoFundMe. And he bought pizzas and took them to a food kitchen, as well as handed them out to some of like the homeless. And you had that.
It was a homeless kitchen.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And like, what inspired you to do that?
I mean, so around that time, I mean, I was chilling in the 217, and I like
the 217.
That's where I'm from. That's Springfield's
Nice.
code. That's my number. Oh God, you got 3 digits on my number now. 217.
Oh.
But yeah, I was really thinking of something that I could do to help my city and to make an impact in my city. Because like I'd always say like, oh, I want out of here, oh, I hate it here and stuff like that. But I'm just like, I don't feel like that should be. I don't feel like a good role model when I say that. And I'm like, well, I want to do stuff for my city. So I paired up with this company called Pies That Limit. It's a pizza place, huge pizza place in our city. And I said, yo, are you cool like to do this? Like, I'm gonna raise up money, I'm gonna buy pizza from your company or whatever. Can you make all these in one day or whatnot? And they're like, yeah, we're down. They thought it was a great idea. And so we just went about the city, downtown, homeless shelters, whatever, just giving out pizza. And the reaction was great. I didn't know what the reaction was going to be, but it really warmed my heart to see, like, I mean, they're normal people too, you know? Like, they're thankful. I mean, it was, like, really cool to just, like, talk to some of them and see what they've gone through and just, like, give them some pizza, you know?
I think especially in LA now, like, there's a very large homeless population that I think... It's a weird juxtaposition to see, like, you know, people living in tents who are people who are no different than you or I.
Yeah.
And then these tall sky-rise buildings with executives and this and that. And it's a very interesting.
It's crazy that you said that. A few days ago I was driving and I did see all these, just a whole line of tents and like different kind of tents. Like makeshift tents, real tents, whatever it was. And I see some dude come out of it and like, he like starts stretching, looks around. and he like picks up his bag and starts walking, and I was just literally just sitting there at the red light, just like thinking like how did this person get there, or like how can this person live like this, or I was in shock. I was in awe of what could happen to people, you know, throughout their life. It was it was really overwhelming to see, honestly, because I was like trying to put myself in their position. You know, you just want to know how. You know?
I think there's a lot of like misjudgment as well.
A lot of misjudgment,
especially, I mean, here. I think.
Well, it's hard here because there's a lot of them, or there's like some of them doing drugs, and you can't like, I don't know, you might see one like seizuring on the ground or something. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, it's crazy when I walk around and I see like this stuff happening. Like, I just went to Starbucks at 9 a.m. yesterday morning, and I saw a dude literally laying in front of the front door, just like passed out. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I had to step over the dude to get in Starbucks. I'm like, what is life turning into for these people, or what have they gone through to get to that position? And I seriously feel for them. I'm like you think like them as a kid, like what happened when they were a kid? How were they raised? You know, what influences did they have? Like most of these times, it's all good.
Don't mind me.
Most of these times, it's not their fault that they ended up in that position. It's just like their way of life, which I don't know. I feel like people should understand more and feel less afraid to interact with them, because I feel like everybody needs someone to talk to. So it's cool just to chat it up. Even I mean, it's one of those people.
It's really great that you did that and felt inspired to do that.
Right.
Is there anything significant that you learned from it, or
that they're normal humans? They're normal human beings. People are like, oh, that person's homeless, stay away, or like, oh, we don't want to talk to you when they try to ask you a question or whatever. They're normal human beings.
Yeah, you shouldn't be afraid at all.
Yeah, we all came from the same place. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, we all did. We're all going.
We're all deserving as we all deserve so much in this world, just equal. You know. Of
course.
And it's just unfortunate that their lives had to turn out that way. But it's not cool to just continue to shame them because that happened to them. But yeah. I mean, this got long with the homeless people
It's
talk.
okay.
But I'm just saying, it really does bother me when people freak out about a homeless person.
Yeah.
They're people.
Definitely, of course. We're all humans. We're all in this together. Let's all help each other.
We're all in this together.
Oh. Come on, you were Troy Bolton. You know the words.
It was high. It was like, we're all in this. It was so high.
Together.
Wow.
I did cripple a lot of people's ears in the crowd, not gonna lie.
Side note, you don't like pizza?
I don't like pizza. I do not like pizza.
I do not like pizza.
I like Domino's. I actually just started liking Domino's about a month ago. But I don't know. It's just I don't prefer it.
Is it because you've lived in Illinois for so long, all you had is deep dish and you couldn't appreciate the New York style pizza?
Well, it's just like that. Like everybody literally just wanted to eat pizza back at home, and it was like the casual party thing. And I don't know. I never had the taste for it. Just the marinara sauce, and I'm not an Italian kind of guy. I hate lasagna. Sorry.
You're breaking my heart here.
We're gonna stop talking about this.
We're gonna stop. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, let's just move on. I don't like pizza. I'll eat it sometimes if I'm hungry, but I don't prefer it.
You have a great sense of humor.
I don't really like ice cream either. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, he's killing me.
I might have an ice cream cone maybe once every 2 months or something, but
I love ice cream.
Cookie dough is the way to go.
Italian.
Oh yeah.
It's okay.
I prefer like actual food rather than sweets. If I'm hungry, I'm gonna go get like McDonald's fries.
McDonald's
rather
fries
than like
is your definition of actual food.
Yeah, that's my sweets.
I mean,
I go about almost
in
every day.
replacement of chocolate or something.
He's like, in the morning I have kale and a hard-boiled egg, and that's it.
I can't eat breakfast. I'm a really picky eater.
You know what? I can't eat breakfast. Like, okay, I can't eat before like 10:30, otherwise I will like get nauseous.
Yeah, me too. My stomach is
like,
killing me and stuff.
I think it's because I feel the same way around after midnight too. Like even if I hadn't had dinner, and I get home and I feel like I should have eaten, like I put something in my mouth and I'm like, oh, okay, I cannot.
See, 2:30 in the morning is the best time for pizza.
Yeah, seriously, that's like probably the only time I eat pizza. Anyways, you got any other questions?
Yeah, we got a ton. We'll just keep going. You know what? It's great.
Let's do it.
You have a great sense of humor, which we definitely love and appreciate.
Yeah, I told you I'm the weird kid.
You know, we love that though. I mean, I loved, you have a Q&A video.
I do.
Which is fantastic. I love the editing in that. I love the little jokes you make.
Is it still up?
It is still up. Are you about to take it down?
Yeah.
Why
Like right now.
He's gonna break my heart again.
Why would you take that down?
I like it because I will say because it shows a different side of you than your Instagram. Your Instagram's more refined. And I think it's cool to see this part of you because it gives us a little bit into your personality as a person. So it's relatable.
It's crazy that a lot of people come... Oh my gosh.
Why am I here?
Hashtag. It's funny because a lot of people like that meet me from like knowing me on social media say they think that I'm like I have like an ego or like I'm I don't know, just like a conceited guy from my Instagram page. I think it's just like the face that I have. It's just like
it's just my face, guys.
It's like I'm trying to like intimidate people or something. I don't know, but
it's the cheekbones.
Whenever they
No, what I think it is, you have such a baby face, you're just trying to be serious.
No,
that comes off as, bitchy.
I have it's resting bitch face. I have my mom's face. But when they meet me, they're like, oh my god, you look completely opposite of what I thought about you. So I like to keep those videos up there so people see my personality.
I like getting to see. I like it when artists allow fans to see it, just a different side of them because it gives it makes it a little more personal.
Yeah, exactly.
It's less, cookie cutter or planned out. So
Imaged.
There you go. Yeah. So I really liked that from you, and I thought it was a really great piece of your identity a little bit.
A fidget spinner
you want to see my notes? It says side note fidget spinner ? Do you have a thing for fidget spinners?
I was obsessed with fidget spinners. I had a fidget spinner fetish. No, I'm just kidding.
This is after hours.
And you said I could say anything.
You can say whatever you want.
No, I was just playing.
And we're not gonna edit it out, by the way.
I don't care. Go for it. People know I have a weird sense of humor, but I had a bunch of fidget spinners. I really liked it. It like helped me on the show on Boy Band, like with anxiety and stuff. It really did help me, like that I could fidget something because I do have like ADHD and stuff. But so I started collecting them. But
do you have the kind that's a Bluetooth speaker?
Yeah, I've every kind possible.
They have a kind that's a Bluetooth speaker and it lights up.
Every shape possible. Yeah, I had that one. It was like a crazy.
You still have them?
No, I had about 50, and I was moving, and I was about to throw them away, and I was like, wait, some kids maybe like these. So my mom works at a dentist office. A bunch of kids go, and they have this little treasure chest toy box. So I was like, I'm gonna put it in there. Maybe a bunch of kids will like them. Yeah,
I love that. Hey, right on. So let's kind of.
Is this an iron?
It is.
Guys, we do this interview in the back of a tech shop, and there's just an iron that
it's like an iron /
Am I about to get a tuxedo though for free? Like, am I? No, it's rental.
Music is a main focus of yours now, and I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
You mentioned in the past that you were kind of at a crossroads about what was the correct next step for your life. You thought about giving up the music thing for a bit. Can you walk us through what was going on in your head at that time?
Yeah, it was before the TV show, so it was before last summer, summer of 2017. I don't know, everything was dying down on social media. I was about to graduate. I got accepted into Illinois State University.
Vine had already died.
Vine's dead.
R.I.P.
My passion was I felt like lost because I've gone through so many failures in life, and it was getting the best of me. So I don't know. I went on a trip to LA with my best friend Aaron because like this is my dream place, and I've always wanted to move here. So we came out here for a week. We're just beaching it up, meeting some new people and stuff. That's cool. That's doing social media in the industry. And I was talking to a bunch of them, and they're just telling me like, why would you give up? What's the point in doing that? Just like talking to a lot of different people out here and seeing how they make it out here and everything. And it was the last day. We were waiting for our flight home, and I checked my email. I was like, I haven't checked my email in forever, and that's where all the business opportunities are, right? So I'm just scrolling through, and I noticed that I found this email about a month ago from one of the boy band executives or ABC executives. And they were asking me about the show and whatnot. And I remembered reading it and thinking it was just like a scam. It was weird.
Oh, okay, so you got the email.
Got the email like about a month in advance from when I was reading it. And I was like, I'm going to give this a shot. So I emailed them. I was like, hey, sorry I'm so late. I'm interested in this. What are the following steps? Emailed back within 2 minutes. I remember I was swimming and I heard the noise. Like, what the heck? And he was like, hey, we're literally closing auditions tonight. He's like, can you jump on a call right now? I was like, sure. I got out of the pool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I jumped on the phone and he's like, all right, so they already made all their selections, but I'm gonna put you in to the executives or whatever, and we'll see what they have to say.
Whoa.
And so I'm about to get my flight, and I received a call from them again. Said the executives want to hear from you. Can you set up a Skype call for tomorrow morning? And this is like after I fly home from LA, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I got about 2 hours of sleep that night. I was very nervous. I got on Skype with an executive from the show, and she was like, hi, how's it going? Asked me a bunch of questions, where I'm from, whatever it was. And then she asked me to sing. And I was just like,
over Skype.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I just got like 2 hours of sleep, and like I just got back from LA on a flight. I wasn't really prepared for this. And she's like, well, this is your chance right now. She's like, because like I'm gonna send this into even the further executives for your audition.
Oh jeez.
I was like, okay, what do I do? So I sang Mercy by Shawn Mendes and Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran because they're just classics, I guess. I don't think I did too well. I went over to my girlfriend's house that night. I was like, oh, I blew it, blah, blah, blah. My parents know nothing about this right now. And they give me a call back, and they're like, hey, like, can you jump on a call real quick? I got on a call, and they're like, we're going to do another Skype audition with a different executive.
Wow.
Did that, sang for them. Next thing you know, I receive an email and say, hey, it's looking good for you. We think that you're going to get on the show or whatnot, because they're still, like, dealing with some stuff. I was like, okay, let me know. Got the call from this CEO. I have his number. Is Joel or whatever, the top executive of the show, the creator of the show.
The hot shot.
The hot shot. And he's like, hey, man, you're on.
You're like, okay.
Within a week. And I was just like, what do you mean I'm on? He's like, you're on. You're going to be on ABC's Boy Band, 7 p.m., on ABC, stuff like, and I don't know. Things were going through my mind. I was like, is this real? I'm like, what's happening? Like, I was just about to give everything up just like a week ago, and it was like a miracle. It was literally a miracle.
You got my joke.
Yeah, I got it. And then I went home, and it was like 11 o'clock, and I saw my mom sitting on the couch. She was watching Dancing with the Stars on ABC. I sat next to her. I was like, hey, Mom, I'm gonna be on that.
Wait a minute. So that audition you did, where you're like serenading like Rita Ora and all of that, did you do that when you were on your trip with?
No, that's actually that.
That's like an onstage audition for the judges.
Oh,
you got to go through a process, just like The Voice and everything.
Okay.
Through different executives, and it gets
sign
contracts.
Imagine going through all of that and then singing for Timberland and Nick Carter, and
so by this time. They were telling you like, hey, we're gonna have you come down and audition for the judges.
Told my parents they thought it was fake. I got them on the phone with them, and next thing you know, my mom's bawling her eyes out. She's like freaking out and stuff. I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna be on national television, like prime time. Just did whatever I can to prepare for it, and they flew me out to LA where we shot at CBS Studios. Ended up making it past the solo auditions. There's a lot of details that go in there.
I actually do want to know a little bit about that audition of yours.
Yeah, so
you sang. So for anyone who doesn't know, sang "Closer" for the Chainsmokers. You were Mr. Smooth, let me tell you. You got game. I mean, you were serenading Rita Ora.
Yeah.
Reeling her in, pulling her close, looking into her eyes, like, dang boy, okay.
Was that planned?
What
I
had
not
to
planned.
So no, it wasn't planned. So I was in urgent care the day before.
Oh no way!
I had to get steroid shots. I had to do a lot of stuff. I was seriously violently ill, and I could not. I slept throughout the day, all days of auditions, of rehearsals and stuff. And so here I am on 4 Sudafed, about to go on stage. And Sudafed dries your mouth out. You have no moisture. If you watch the video again, you'll notice I'm licking my lips as much as I can during it. And then it's because I was really sick and I was on so many drugs. Like steroid shot, Sudafed, you name it. And I actually sang without Rita Ora there for them. I did a little dance and stuff, whatever it was. And they're like, you don't seem too comfortable right now. We're going to give you another shot. They're like, you down to serenade Rita Ora? was like, hell yeah, I'm down to sing it. Right then and there, I became comfortable. I don't know why, because I like having fun with that.
Yeah.
Like singing to girls, and especially Rita Ora. And I don't know why, I just got really comfortable right there and did my job and just, spun around the stage. And I know how to like finesse a girl.
He
so
did.
I feel like
you had the dance moves going.
Yeah, because like my vocals weren't on point, but I feel like they liked my charisma. They're like, wow, this kid really just put on a show with Rita Ora, on TV right here.
You both look like you were having fun.
Exactly.
You really did.
Exactly. So they put me through, and I finally got healthy because we go home 2 weeks before the actual live shows. So I got to go home through a big party or a viewing party. Nobody knew if I made it or not, and it was crazy. Like about 400, 500 people. From my town, like friends, family, whoever it is to come out. We're watching on this big screen, and they're like, "Did you go through?" I'm like, I seriously can't tell you right now. And they're like, "Oh God!" So like
they're like nervous.
They were picking the top 18, and they picked 17 people, right? I still wasn't picked.
Oh God!
There was one more person to pick. In the moment when I was on stage, I was like, "Damn, I really didn't make it. It's over." Next thing you know, I heard Devin Hayes. I look at the other guys look at me like, what the fuck? And I'm like, wait.
You're like, is this real?
And I was like, me? I'm like, yeah, you. And I was like, oh shit, like I actually made it. And then like after, at the party, everybody went crazy. It was a lot of fun.
That's so cool.
Actually, I do want to describe, I did my first group thing. It was Uplift, that's what I like, whatever, if you did your research. And there's 6 people, we eliminated one person out of the group, and I was in the bottom 2 of that group.
Yeah.
And it was me and my boy Cameron, and Cameron is such an amazing singer, amazing vocalist, everything. And I was like, at least I got past the solo auditions, whatnot.
Yeah.
And he called my name again, and I was like, what is going on? From that moment, I started building confidence in myself and restored faith that I could actually win the thing. And I went to episode 8.
Good for you. Yeah, I mean, that's fantastic.
Really cool.
I think that the show definitely started to launch your career as an artist more, which was really great.
Oh, for sure.
What was that experience like, being surrounded by all those other artists, being on national television?
It made me so much better and smarter. Because throughout the show, I knew that I was the worst vocally. Like, I just matured up, and I knew that. But the thing was, like, working in groups with all these...
Wasn't there some dude who was beatboxing, though?
That was him beatboxing.
No, that wasn't me beatboxing.
I mean, like, a little clip he beatboxed.
Oh, yeah,
just a little bit.
But Jay Hyde, I mean, yeah,
Jay
he wasn't a singer, but he was extremely talented beatboxer and stuff, and he added more flavor to the thing and whatnot, which was cool. But, yeah, I just wasn't a good vocalist, but going in those groups with all those amazing vocalists pushed me so much more, and that vocal coach Tim Davis, shout out to Tim Davis, pushed me so much more, and I became 2 times better than I was before the show, and I was having the time of my life. I loved being up on stage. I loved being in front of the cameras and stuff, and it just grew me as a person, and seriously like told me like, oh my God, like I was about to give up, and this is God showing me like that you shouldn't, here's your shot. And I didn't win. It was another failure, but I was like, this time I'm not going to let this failure stop me. I was like, the only thing, like, my biggest thing in life is we don't learn from success, we learn from failure. It's so true. It's just what we do next to be better, to not fail or whatever. It's just, I don't know. I'm not excited, or I'm not scared of failure anymore. Is that
you think the biggest thing and the most valuable thing you learned from the show is to not be afraid of failure? What was your biggest takeaway from the show?
Both great questions, Emma.
I think that I just had talent, that I was meant to be in the industry.
Nice.
Either if it was music, entertainment, that I was meant to be in the industry. Because like all the executives would tell me like, listen, like you're amazing on camera and stuff, or like you have a natural talent for it. And they're like, after this show, we don't want you to go back home and go to college and stuff. They're like, seriously, pursue this because we see greatness in you. And I'm best friends with Joel. He's the creator of the show.
Yeah.
And I was actually going to work for him when I came out here in LA as an assistant. But just talking and going through that process made me realize that I could do this, that I could really, really do this. And I gained a huge fan base that still sticks with me to this day.
Yeah, you do. You still have a very loyal fan base,
right.
which is really good for you.
Right, which is I'm extremely grateful for, because I wouldn't be here in LA if it wasn't for them. I wouldn't be chasing my dreams. It's just like, seriously, words can't describe how much I love my supporters. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah. It was an eye opener to me in my life that I can have hope in myself again. to do
That's
this.
a good way of putting it. I really like that. I mean, speaking of your supporters and everything like that, you recently released a new single, If You Wanna Go, which is super exciting. I really like the song. I think it's a lot of fun.
It is.
Do you want to talk about the process of writing it and creating it and the meaning behind it? And then we'll go ahead and play it.
So I was on tour with Jake Miller.
We will get into that too.
back in April, and by then I kind of decided that I was going to move out here to LA. And the reason why was I just didn't like the environment I was in. There was like nothing going for me back in Springfield, and not a lot of opportunities. A lot of hate towards me, which is unfortunate. And I just felt uncomfortable, and I felt like I was in a cave in that city, and I wanted to escape. I didn't like the environment I was in, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna escape. I'm gonna go to LA, and I'm gonna pursue my dreams. So I kind of wrote that song in relation to me, not really about a person. I kind of put it in like third person, do a song. If you want to go and leave it all behind, and if you want to fly, then we can go tonight. Like, what's stopping you? You know, go chase your dreams. I'm young, and this goes for other people too. I'm young, and I don't have anything to lose right now because of my youth, right?
Yeah, I think taking risks when you're young is the best time to take risks.
Like, why not? Take a chance. Whatever it is, just go do it. You know, like what do you got to lose? And you got to do a lot of hard work. There's no doubt. Hard work comes with it. But if you're extremely passionate about this idea and dream that you want, give it a shot. You know, take it step by step. Like you guys, you're doing this podcast. Like you're taking it step by step with this $20 mic, right?
There we go.
No, I respect this so much because this is the hustle and this is great. And you guys genuinely love doing that. And I see you guys like smiling and everything. You guys love this shit. Like,
thank you. We do.
Keep
it's
like
fun.
you know like keep doing it. I see a lot of people.
Keep doing you too.
I see a lot of people in life that are just like, man, I don't deserve anything, or I'm not good enough, or whatnot. We're all born to deserve the most in this world, and to deserve happiness. It's just whether or not we can find that or not, whether we find the strength to or not. Another line in the song is, so hold on, things are going to start to fall down. Even when the tides get stronger, you can find the strength to swim. And that means, like, when you're pursuing this dream, of course you're going to hit failure, you're going to hit rock bottom. It's going to be a roller coaster. But when those tides get strong, just keep swimming.
Yeah.
You know?
Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. So there's a lot of little lines in the song that relate to me that I feel like my audience can connect and grow with as well.
Definitely. Very relatable in whatever situation.
Absolutely love